When playing Donkey Kong 64, you will run into these barrels where you have to complete various minigames to claim your golden banana. These minigames range from shooting a golden banana that pops up on screen to swatting flies with a giant fly swatter. For the most part, all of these minigames are pretty mundane, but for a few of these, the difficulty seems to get cranked up to 11. Hello everyone and welcome to our take. Today we are going to talk about the minigame problem that Donkey Kong 64 has. These minigames take the cake for some of the worst times I've ever had playing video games. Before we get into it, let's talk about what these minigames are. Bonus barrels. Originally thought up in Donkey Kong Country for the SNES, these barrels were a way to give the player extra lives, bananas, and just give the player a genuinely good time. A lot of these bonuses featured the many rideable characters like Rambi, Espresso, On Guard, and Winky the Frog. Another notable thing is that in the first Donkey Kong Country, these were just bonus rooms. Nothing unlocked or significantly gained for completing these. They were then changed to give you Kong tokens in the later games, which did add to the 100% completion. Donkey Kong 64 is no different with awarding you golden bananas when you complete these bonus barrel minigames. Now that we know what we're working with, there are 15 minigames in total, and some of them can be replayed in Snide's HQ. Let's talk about the first 7 that you can't replay in Snide's HQ. I don't really get why you can't replay these because they're just the same as all the other minigames, but you just can't replay them, so too bad. Mad Maze Mall, Stash Snatch, Stealthy Snoop are all maze-like challenges where you have to make it to the finish line and while doing so, collect coins or defeat all the enemies. These minigames are kind of fun, but very easy, and you only get to play them a few times, which sucks. Stash Snatch is the only minigame that is never repeated. Busy Barrel Barrage. You are positioned in the middle with control of where you point your weapon. You have to spin around in a circle blasting kremlins for a specific amount of time to complete this bonus barrel. This is another example of super easy but kind of fun. Just keep spinning around and blasting those kremlins, and you got this one in the bag. Minecart Mayhem. You're a monkey riding in a minecart, and you have to dodge other minecarts filled with TNT. This is a simple concept. It gives you 2 options at each crossroads, switch or stay on the same rail, but it quickly gets out of hand. The first few times I played this minigame, I got stuck on it for a very long time. It seems like they come at you like heat-seeking missiles. I don't really know if it's an IQ problem on my part, but my god did this minigame get me bad sometimes. One time it took me 25 minutes just to beat this minigame. Here's my celebration when I finally triumphed over Minecart Mayhem. Goal achieved. Is the goal for me to waste my goddamn time? Because yeah, I guess I achieved that goal. Speedy Swing Sortie. You climb a tree and swing from vine to vine to collect coins. By collecting all the coins, you complete this bonus barrel. This one is very fun because it's just a monkey swinging on vines, and I like that. Splish, Splash, Salvage. You have to swim around in a large barrel collecting coins. It's just like Speedy Swing Sortie, but less enjoyable because it's in the water. This wraps up all the minigames that you can't replay. If you want to replay any of these, you better reload another save of Donkey Kong 64 and get to that bonus barrel. Minecart Mayhem is the worst offender, but it doesn't even come close to how terrible the last one is. Here are the 8 that you can replay in Snide's HQ. Batty Barrel Bandit. You're basically playing a slot machine where you have to match up golden bananas a certain amount of times. On the first few times you play this, they give you way too much time to complete it. Then on the last time, you have to hit nearly every single one of them perfectly in a row, otherwise you better restart and try again. Batty Barrel Bandit is very frustrating because it feels like you aren't doing anything wrong, but the game does not seem to take your inputs correctly at all. Big Bug Bash. Being equipped with a fly swatter, you have to squash flies as quickly as possible. It seems like these flies are invincible at times because I swat and smash them, but they come out unscathed. Squashing a specific number of flies in 1 minute results in another golden banana. Let's go. Crazy Kong Clamor. In this stage, the lights repeatedly turn on and turn off. You have to shoot the golden banana when the light turns back on. Make a mistake and you shoot a fellow Kong, thus increasing how many bananas you have to shoot. This is as easy as taking a nap for the first 3 times you play this. Then, when you enter this barrel in Crystal Caves, the difficulty gets absolutely cranked up. The lights turn on and shut off faster than you can even comprehend. With the lights flashing so fast, all you can do is put your sights in one spot and wait for the banana to appear and fire. Usually, you would be able to track it very easily, but on this version, it goes hard as fuck. While doing my research, I found out if you play this on the Wii U Virtual Console, this minigame is practically impossible. This is because Crazy Kong Clamor was made with the N64's limitations in mind. They programmed the game to just run faster because the console naturally slowed down when it lagged. Without the limitations of the N64, the game is just running faster with no slowdowns, giving you an impossibly fast version of this stage. Kremlin Kosh, coming from the word kosh spelled with a C, refers to a bludgeon, which is exactly what we're doing, bludgeoning Kremlins with a watermelon. This is like whack-a-mole and it's very simple. If you hit the red one, it's worth 2 points. Hit a green one, it's worth 1 point. Later in the game, they pop up so fast, I just ended up spraying and praying and it worked every time. Peril Path Panic. In this stage, you are firing watermelons at claptraps to stun them. Once the claptrap is stunned, this allows a fairy to cross from one side to the other. This game is offensively easy. All you do is shoot left to right once and they lay down. Then just do it again once they get back up. Let a certain amount of fairies through and you have yourself another golden banana. Search Light Seek. Using a spotlight, you have to locate a claptrap and then launch a watermelon to squash them. This was very hard at first, but I soon realized that the claptraps would always spawn around the bottom leftish of the map. This made finding the claptrap so easy, I won every time. Teetering Turtle Trouble. Snakes are spinning turtles on their tails, and to keep them spinning, you have to fire watermelons at them. Duh. Keep these turtles turning, and you complete this bonus barrel as well. This is just like Peril Path Panic, where you just keep firing in the same exact order to pick up an easy banana. I wish this is where the minigames ended, but there's one last game we still have to talk about. This last one is so bad, it inspired me to make a video about these games. The last minigame we have to talk about is Beaver Bother. This drove me absolutely insane. Let's talk about this absolute waste of time. In Beaver Bother, you are tasked with herding beavers into a hole as a claptrap. When you run after them, they naturally run away from you. Once you get the beavers close enough to the hole in the center, they fall right in. Is what I would say if this game made any sense whatsoever. You can try to push and herd these beavers all you want. They are not falling in. I tried everything for these beavers to fall in. It seems as if it's a random chance whether they fall in the hole or not. I have even gotten the beavers to walk directly into the hole, but there seems to be some kind of invisible wall holding them back from falling in. This minigame asks you to get 12 beavers the first time and 15 beavers the second and third time. For the latter, that's 1 beaver every 4 seconds. I can't even get 1 beaver, period. If you want to hear my reaction to completing this chore after half an hour of trying, here it is. Beavers, get in there. Beavers, get in there. Beavers. Thank you, beavers. Thank you. Let's go. Goal achieved. Time wasted. Goal achieved. My goodness. Oh, banana. Oh, yeah, banana. Get me out of here. Just grab the banana, please. Oh my god. Why is this game gotta be like that sometimes? After this experience, every time I entered a new bonus barrel, I would say out loud, please don't be Beaver Bother. Oh, please don't be Beaver Bother. Please not Beaver Bother. Oh, please don't be Beaver Bother. One of the most brutal things that happened to me was in Creepy Castle. I went into the first barrel I saw, and it happened to be Beaver Bother. I played, and it took me forever to complete. My next bonus barrel I went into on the same map was another Beaver Bother. It was terrible. No, this can't be real. No way. No, they're gonna have me do this. No, this is so dumb. What? Oh my god, okay. Here we go, guys. I don't get how they can even release Beaver Bother in the final version of the game. If this minigame was so bad, why not just reuse the other minigames? Don't make players go through this. Oh, but don't worry, if you love torturing yourself, you can replay this one, after you collect all the blueprints in the game, that is. This video is not saying that Donkey Kong 64 is a bad game. In fact, I love this game. What I do have a problem with is how these minigames are either way too hard or way too easy, nothing in between. There just aren't that many good minigames in Donkey Kong 64. These bonus barrels are also heavily reused and make them feel very repetitive. It's not a good thing when you're going into a bonus barrel and you have to beg the heavens above that you don't have to play a certain minigame. This game is lucky that the things that it does right really outshines the negatives. Either way, Donkey Kong 64 has a major minigame problem, but they'll never be fixed. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Let us know what you guys think in the comments below, and we hope you have a great rest of your day.